Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of TalkGA, our podcast on anything and everything Grand Archive. I'm your host, Mark from Solar Games, and joining me are my co-hosts, Eva and Fome.
PRD.
PRD. Previews. Spoilers.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So for today's show, we're going to have, obviously, the spoilers, which I think a lot of people are here for. Short cornering the market on some interesting movements in the market, right? And then we're going to dive into our main topics, which is going to be our PRD predictions, but also a discussion on meta of Grand Archive and what that means, whether it's healthy, what's good, what's not, etc. So it's pretty interesting stuff I think we have lined up today. But first and foremost, of course, let's dive right into spoilers. Okay.
Yes. Exclusive spoilers. Thank you.
Exclusive. Okay, cool. So today we're going to be doing Complete the Spoilers, the game that we have already done a couple times on TalkGA before. Each of the hosts has a card with 3 blanks on them. And then we each get 3 guesses per blank or 1 minute to complete the spoiler. And for audience, obviously, we want you to also play along with us. So in the chat, as the blanks come up, please throw your guesses in there. The first person to get the guesses correctly will win a pack of SP4.
That's right.
Pack 4.
We'll send it straight to you.
That's right.
So make sure to put your guesses in the chat.
That's right. So we can see it and verify that it's the correct one. Anything else I need to cover before we start?
Oh yeah. What do we get for winning this? How about whoever wins gets treated to chili crab in Singapore?
Oh yeah, we're all going to Singapore.
That's right.
Okay, it's chili crab, sure. I don't know what that is, but well, I'll find out, I guess.
What? You've never had it?
No.
All right. Well, if you win this, maybe we can give you some chili crab.
Well, I guess we're all gonna go anyway, so yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. I believe I have the first spoiler.
You do have the first card.
Okay, let me pull that up.
All right, guys. My spoiler is called Break the Line. It's a 2-cost norm action warrior skill reaction. All right. You may activate this card only during your blank. You may banish blank card from your material deck if you do blank. And you're going to start guessing starting from the first blank. Starting now, you have 3 guesses or 1 minute.
Guess.
Go.
Guess.
Okay.
Activate this card only during your recollection phase.
Oh shit. End phase.
In phase.
No. Huh?
What?
Materialization phase.
How many guesses for Eva? 2?
2.
Okay. And Mark has.
I have 2 still. During your opponent's phase, or during your opponent's turn.
No.
You guys. Oh my god.
Only during.
30 seconds left.
Why are we so bad at this?
What?
And 1 guess left. 1 guess each, right? Left.
Yeah.
Warrior skill reaction.
During combat.
That is correct, Mark. You get the point.
That makes so much sense.
He said reaction.
That makes so much sense.
Here's 1 point awarded to Mark.
Yes.
Next blank, you have 1 minute starting now. You may banish blank card from your material deck.
Eva, you may banish a warrior regalia card.
Very close, but
Eva, you may banish a warrior weapon card.
very close, but
All right, Mark, I'll give you a chance.
I think you may banish a sword regalia.
nope, that's not as close as Eva's.
Oh, you may banish regalia. Wait, yeah, just banish regalia. What are you doing with banish all this extra stuff?
That's getting further away from the correct answer.
Okay.
Eva was quite close the first 2 guesses.
Okay, I'll try one last one. I feel like it's gonna get further away. You may banish a warrior champion card.
Whoa.
That's correct, Eva.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit!
Here is your point.
Okay, I actually figured this out from the art because
That's a lot.
there's 2 champions or 2 characters in the art, and
That's a lot.
Lorraine is leading the other character
that's right.
away.
Yep.
That's a lot.
That is correct. All right, for the last blank, you may start guessing now. You have 1 minute.
If you do,
It's a reaction.
it's a reaction.
It's fast.
Okay, Eva, if you do, end the combat phase.
That is correct. Good job, Eva. Ooh,
it?
you got
That's
it.
it?
Yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you.
That's it.
Wait,
That's
banish whole
it.
champion in the combat
Yes.
phase? Oh.
Yep.
okay.
So overall, break the line. You activate it during a combat phase.
Okay.
And then you may banish a warrior champion card from your mat deck if you do end the combat phase.
Okay.
It is a Song of Frost in norm.
What the
pretty good.
hecky?
That's right.
This is like Dust Like Communion when you just put like
Yeah.
like a Astra in your deck because you needed that capability, or Umbra.
Yes. So the question becomes, is it worth using a material deck slot for a warrior champion card in your mat deck for decks that may not care about it?
To clear the stack?
Yeah, I suspect that this was intended for Arcane Lorraine, who has 2 different level 2s, and you basically get rid of the one that you don't need for the situation. So yeah, kind of a funny, interesting card. Not sure if it's gonna see a lot of play.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're playing against non-water, you have to watch out. They might be able to end the combat phase.
I like it. I like it.
Interesting, huh?
I like it. Okay. My card is Devil's Lifeline. Exia card. Action, Ranger skill. It's Ranger skill, by the way. So we're going to get some Ranger Exia cards.
What the?
Deal 7 damage. Sorry, it's blank cost. And for this blank cost, you get deal up to 7 unpreventable damage
Up
to
to.
your champion. Then something plus X, something, where X is the amount of damage dealt to your champion this way at slow speed.
And the flavor text is, Dr. Beatrice, please. Dante needs help. Dante needs help.
Okay, you are, you may begin.
Eva, cost is 7.
Cost is 7.
Fome
Slap
cost
that
is 2.
No.
Okay, Eva, cost is 3.
Oh, that's a good guess. Nope.
Fome cost is 1.
No.
Oh god.
Last guess, Eva, cost is 4.
No.
God damn it.
Okay. Guys. Exia. Does Exia have cards?
Fucking...
I was gonna say,
I
Fome
wanna guess
cost
do
is
it.
0.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, that was my last guess. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I got 1 point.
Yeah, you got 1.
All right, cool.
Okay, cool. New timer. All right, next
Fome,
blank.
Recovered.
Recover is good guess, but no.
Eva, empower.
What the?
Huh? Okay. Deal Sam.
This is
up to 7,
this is
Then
okay. You're on the right track, by the way. You guys both on the right track. Think more like that.
Not recover or empower?
I know. What the hell else does Dante do? Blank plus X, where blank is the amount of damage dealt.
This one's gonna be kind of hard. I'm gonna.
We're wasting time.
I'm not wasting time.
Okay.
This one's kind of hard. I will just say it is a keyword, and there is a number after the keyword. How about that? Because you have a plus, right? It has to have it.
Yeah, it's like I thought.
It's a
but
keyword
does
that
it-
I've never seen
can
on
you,
Exia.
Can you give us a hint? Does it contain
It's-
either of the
it's-
words that we already
It's
said?
a keyword I've never seen on Exia.
Yeah.
What the? Then,
Got it. No, I'm kidding. That's a fake guess. Fake guess.
well, it can't be prevent because there have other been prevent Exia.
This is too hard.
Oh.
Yeah, we did get it. Oh
Okay,
well.
all right.
Okay,
Reveals?
All right. Scavenge.
Oh.
Scavenge 2.
All right, now
X.
that's last blank. Okay, plus X what?
Then scavenge 2 plus X.
4 in
Eve. Oh,
Okay.
no, go.
Fome.
Plus. Sorry, I'm pressing. I'm
Wow.
just pressing buttons right now.
Thanks, Mark.
I'm sorry.
Then scavenge 2 plus X for an Exia card.
Do you remember what it is?
Dude,
Dude.
I think that's like close enough. Is that close enough? Let me just double check and make sure it's like close enough.
Okay, can we pause on the
Yeah,
timer?
pause
What is
it.
it?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
For
I
Exia,
got it,
It's
right?
for Exia
That's
element card. It's fine. You
What?
Exia
That's the
element
same
card. That's the
thing.
same
Oh my
thing.
god. Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
I got it. I got this.
got it.
I got
Okay,
it.
cool.
That's right. Okay.
Do you want to read the whole text again for
Sure.
people?
Yeah,
Audio.
so for 0 cost, Devil's Lifeline, Exia element, Action Ranger skill, deal up to 7 unpreventable damage to your champion. Then scavenge 2 plus X for an Exia element card, where X is the amount of damage dealt to your champion this way.
This is straight up a Jin stable. You played it every Jin deck. That's really good. It's like you're getting ready to kill them. You just need a way to like damage yourself for free and then find your win con and then slam them.
Bro, they're gonna find their men flesh every turn.
Do you know what scavenge does?
Yeah, you keep pulling off the top until you find that particular card, in this case, Exia element card,
Right.
and put it in your hand.
Right, so you don't get a choice. You just get like whatever you get.
The first Exia card.
Yeah,
You,
I think you're looking for like an enrage at this point when you play
Right.
this card, right? So you amplify the damage and you go searching for your win con.
Relentless Outburst.
Yeah,
or
Relentless
whatever.
Outburst.
Yeah, something. Maybe you have an enraging. The problem with this is like you don't really get a choice. But the key to this card, I think, is actually not scavenge, but the key is the deal 7 unpreventable damage.
And you can
Yes.
control how much damage.
Well, also because
Yeah.
you most likely want to deal damage. What if you get to 3 and you don't have much damage? And our understanding of Exia is, in general, to pop off, you kind of have to do damage to yourself.
Or you can use this to find your cardiac vessel and then remove all the damage and put
Yuck.
it on the vessel.
Card's disgusting. I do not want to see that happen to me.
But I think
Thank you.
this card is actually pretty good. What do you guys
That's
think?
good.
I think this is really cool.
I could see this becoming an Exia staple.
It's like a really great filtering card.
It's almost like an Exia site.
I was thinking this feels
another
like a
Exia
better.
site.
This feels more Exia than Exia site.
Exia site is like, what is the flavor? What is the point of
Yeah, like Exia site has cost reduction on it. That's
Exia
not-
site is because Exia players know Exia players are poor, so they're like, yeah, make it cheaper for us.
Yeah, Exia site is like has nothing to do with the flavor of Exia.
Yeah.
All right, we found the real Exia site.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, guys, last card.
Ready?
My
God.
spoiler.
Dude, let's do this. I'm so
Legendary.
excited.
Legendary.
Please make it Lord Kane stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, I've been looking for a new weapon. Oh my god.
Yes,
Okay.
Arcane Lorraine finally has a freaking spoiler after like the entire spoiler season being all
Dude,
Dante.
I
Oops, all
thought there was
Dante.
no hope left.
All right.
Okay.
Capacitance X Psycho is an arcane 1-cost Regalia weapon warrior Veltec sword with 2 power and 2 durability. The text is freaking tiny.
There's so much
I
text.
know,
Holy
there's so
crap.
much text. Can you guys read it? Okay.
Yeah, I can read it. I don't know if Mark can. But
I can read it.
yeah.
All right. Lorraine bonus. As long as there are 6 or more arcane element cards in your banishment, blank 1. Non-combat damage dealt by sources you control, blank 2. As long as Capacitance X Psycho is awake, if a source you control would deal exactly blank 3, it deals that much damage plus 1 instead. It's so much. It's so much. Okay, so let's do blank 1 first. It's gonna be as long as there are 6 or more arcane element cards in your banishment, blank 1, and go.
Fome,
Yeah.
Capacitance X Psycho costs 1 less to materialize. God damn it.
You're so quiet. TikTok.
Fome,
It's like so long. Yeah.
Capacitance X Psycho has Omni Shroud. God damn
That'd
it.
be cool. That'd be so cool.
I'm basically saying what I would like
I
it
know,
to have.
it's like your wish list.
Yeah.
As long as there are six or more cards, arcane cards in your banishment, you may materialize Capacitance X Psycho on your main phase or something like that.
Okay, it's the same
During your-
concept.
that-
you
oh,
may
that's-
activate
that's
it.
great.
You may
Activate it,
activate
yeah,
it
so
from
you
your
just get it.
You got it right. He got
That's
it.
correct.
That's literally
Yeah, I'll give
what
it
it
to you.
is.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes, yes. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Oh my god,
Yes.
this is exactly what the deck needs. Oh my god. Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Main
Mark.
phase. Okay.
Are
sorry.
unpreventable.
Okay.
Are unpreventable.
Okay. Before
sorry.
Before you say the answer, I'll read this again just to remind people.
Yeah.
Non-combat damage dealt by sources you control are unpreventable.
Yeah.
Mark gets blank number 2.
That's fantastic too. Oh my god.
Dude,
So
this is insane
good.
now, right?
Okay.
Is this card
Yes.
insane now? Is
That's
Lorraine like
really-
good now?
Lord Kane
Really
is back.
good.
Lord Kane is
Okay.
so back. All right. Third, blank number 3 is as long as Capacitance X Psycho is awake, if a source you control would deal exactly blank, it deals that much damage plus 1 instead.
Deals exactly.
exactly.
That's a really.
Fome,
Yes.
1 damage.
No. Oh, sorry.
It's too long. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
the blank
that's-
is like really long. It's not 1 damage. It's like some weird thing. Like
Source you
it
control
deals
will
like
exactly. Because it's something that wants to like amplify your static damage.
Yeah,
That's why I thought it would be 1.
I would. I mean, because otherwise it also gets a little too strong too.
Nah, it needs it.
She needs it. She needs it so bad.
The source you control will deal exactly.
What damage does Lorraine normally?
What kind of damage is Arcane Lorraine specifically dealing?
11 damage. Mark 11.
Arcane.
I don't know what Arcane Lorraine deals
Deal
damage
would
on.
Deal exactly.
I'll give you another 10 seconds just for fun.
The source you control would deal exactly.
Mark 13 damage.
You're getting way too high.
Fome 2 damage.
No.
6 damage. 6 damage. 6 damage.
All right, this is getting okay. No.
Okay.
Do you guys understand how the static mechanic works?
Yeah, it like does
I know
1
you
damage.
do. I know you do.
I no.
Okay.
Obviously.
Oh, you're definitely at a disadvantage. Okay. If you would deal exactly one
One
non-combat
non-combat, you were so
damage,
close.
you're so
I was
close.
right, but it was just not. Yeah,
It's
not wrong kind
You
of.
can't like attack for 1 and then you get this.
That's why it's so long. It's because it's like
yes.
This is really good.
It is
This
so
is
good.
exactly what this deck wants.
So let me just explain static counters for the people who haven't read up on this. This is
Spurn Dash.
yeah, you spurn the shipping. Oh,
Maybe read the full card now and then
yes.
then
Yeah, I'll do that.
explain static.
So Capacitance X Psycho is an arcane 1-cost Regalia weapon 2/2. As long as there are 6 or more arcane element cards in your banishment, you may activate this card from your material deck. If you do, it enters the field rested. Non-combat damage dealt by sources you control is unpreventable. As long as this card is awake, if a source you control would deal exactly 1 non-combat damage, it deals that much damage plus 1 instead. So this is super relevant for the static counter mechanic, which is what the new Arcane Lorraine will be using. Arcane objects you control can have static counters on them, and the goal is to have many different units with static counters on them. Because when an arcane unit deals combat damage, you can remove 1 static counter from each of your objects that has static on it to deal 1 extra non-combat damage each.
Got it.
So like you have 4 units that have static counters, you deal damage, you remove 1 from each 4,
Yeah.
you deal 1 damage 4 times.
Units can have more than 1 static counters, right?
They can indeed, but you can only remove
1 at a time, right?
for each instance.
This
yes.
is like freaking Static Shock. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So this card means that if you were, for example, to remove the 4 static counters, 1 from each 4 units, this would deal 8 damage instead of 4 damage, and it's unpreventable.
Yeah.
It's even better because it's not just 8 damage. It's 2.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a damage doubler that can't be prevented.
Yes.
But what's really interesting is it also makes all your other non-combat damage unpreventable too if you had other sources of non-combat damage.
Yes.
Like if you wanted to arcane blast your opponent,
right.
it would also be unpreventable. Sick card.
I know.
I think it's exactly what the doctor ordered.
It's so much what Arcane Lorraine needed. And just FYI, I know a thing or two about Arcane Lorraine because I do have the privilege of making a video that introduces the new Arcane Lorraine starter deck that will be coming
nice.
out next set, Asphodel Paradise. So please look out for that on my channel, Eva Plays Stuff.
Yay, go watch her video.
Go check it
Learn
out.
all about Arcane Lorraine.
That's right.
Using this new weapon.
New weapon.
Capacitance X Psycho.
I'll
I
definitely
love
be
the
here.
name.
It's so
It's so chuny and badass.
yeah. A lot of the Arcane Lorraine cards are like that.
Yeah.
All right. So who won?
GG's, guys.
I have 3.
I got 2.
Oh, 2. Mark won. All right. Congrats on your
Lorraine
chili
comeback.
crab.
That Lorraine comeback.
We're gonna give you the chili crab in
We're
Singapore.
gonna
Okay,
introduce you
I don't
to
know what it
chili
is, but I'll
crab.
find out. I think it
Okay.
sounds great. It sounds amazing. All right. Okay. Awesome. Hey, did you guys enjoy the game? Did you guys get some correctly? We will be reviewing the chat for the winners, and we will be revealing the winners on Twitter, as well as a pinned comment on this YouTube video.
Yep. So if you see your name listed in any of those places, send us a DM on Twitter or send us an email. We'll arrange to have the packs delivered to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you pull something cool out of the SP4, please let us know so we can celebrate with you. If you get Lily, I'm happy for you, but I'm happy for you, I guess.
Not that happy. I got
that happy.
Yeah.
All right. And we have something else for a bonus that I think a lot of you guys are waiting for.
All right, the
Eva,
thing that they're actually here for. All right,
do we have our code?
Omni profile picture codes.
Yes.
So I'll give a little head start for the people who are regulars here, who have watched our show before. We have a certain motto or tagline that we kind of say at the end of episodes that we also riff off of, and we totally stole from Mark's channel. It's just started out as a joke, and we keep saying
We
it.
just say it,
Anyway,
yeah.
the code is stay classy.
Stay classy.
Stay classy. Yes. So
Damn, you were like dangling that for a while there, Eva. Like, what is it?
for people who are knowers,
I
they
like it.
deserve a
I
little
like
head
it. It's
start.
actually really well done.
I see. The
Yeah.
loyal listeners have a little like a 10-second head
10
start.
second head start,
Yeah.
So go to
Okay.
omni.gatcg.com, go to your profile, click on your little avatar photo, and then you can type this in, I think it's like redeem
There's a
code.
coupon code part. Yeah.
Yep, so it's STAYCLASSY, all caps, no spaces. Stay classy and get your extra gotcha.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our spoilers.
Do we know what our image is?
Oh no, you get a random image.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get like an extra roll on top of the gotcha.
I
He's
just
image.
clearly never done this before.
He's never done this before.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
I barely do the normal rolls.
I know, Mark, what is your profile picture? Have you even changed it?
Yes, I
beyond
have
the
changed
default?
it. It's like,
Okay.
I think I'm, what's that girl's name? Sun Shangxiang, I think.
Shangxiang?
The norm girl.
Oh,
Sun Shangxiang, yeah. Yes, Shang Shangxiang, that one.
上上上
上上上
Okay.
Yeah. All right, back to our normal programming. It's been a while since I've seen you both. How are you doing? Eva.
It's actually like been a little bit since all three of us have been in the same room for more than 5 minutes at once.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think we've all been pretty busy, and I know you guys. I recently experienced a lot of FOMO because two of my friends have been recording a certain Grand Archive parody song without me.
Yeah. That was a fun project. Sorry, Eva, you're busy.
You know, if you haven't seen Go the Distance yet by these two guys, go check that out. They sing in it, they act in it. It was really fun. I couldn't make it to either the filming or the recording session, so
We try-harded so much.
It was intense. I've never done like Fome is a professional, man. He's got recording studios and stuff.
It was
crazy.
a lot of fun, but unfortunately, unfortunately, Eva, you were really busy volunteering at AFCAI, right?
yes, I was. To the point where I like felt so much FOMO. I was like, please, can I just sing a short little ad lib in the song? I just want to go when wake up, and like I just want to be part of it. But yeah, I did volunteer at AFCAI Expo with teaching newbies the game, and it was really tiring, but I loved it. I loved it so much. The convention was the perfect size event where we constantly had people flowing in and out, but we also had enough time to actually just sit down with each person that we demoed and ask them like, what kind of playstyle do you like to play? What kind of characters do you like? And recommend them one of the 10 starter decks that we had
There
for
were
sale.
10. There's
so many starter decks now.
That was the right choice.
And we
That's
had them
awesome.
all for sale too. So it's like, you can look at this. You
go.
can, and
That's
we
right.
had a lot of buyers. We had a lot of people come back to play the starter deck tournaments. People who are showing up to locals after we demoed them. So
Oh, yeah, for
it's
sure.
been it's been amazing.
Lucky attendees getting demoed for like with this amazing product.
Yeah.
I think we got some of the demo deck cards on the table right here.
I haven't even seen these. So you're telling me these players who have never played GA has already seen them. I'm so FOMO right now.
Yeah. They redid the demo decks and they're really good.
Wow, that's
we
awesome.
need to show you sometime.
Definitely a big upgrade from the original demo decks, right?
A lot of people have fun. So how about you guys?
I mean, we had a blast recording the song.
Oh, did you?
But other than that, just it's awesome being back together, all three of us talking about Grand Archive, sharing some spoilers. I don't know how you've been doing. Did you have a good time?
I mean, I was so distraught by my defeat, right?
To
where I
wake
where I
up.
couldn't even play a game against this guy that we decided to sing a song about it. Right? That's how intense. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, it was really fun. I've also been traveling a lot, but not for GA. But I'm now officially a SoCaler. I love SoCal.
Xiao.
SoCal's so cool. SoCal. Shout out to
Abandoning
SoCal.
us.
Yeah.
I mean, we go to
To
LA
NorCal.
pretty often too.
Yeah. Learning a lot about Irvine, Orange County, and Santa Ana, the whole area. The culture is great. I've never had like legit Vietnamese food that's not pho or like some other like banh mi or pho, like the basic stuff that everyone knows about. I was like making my own spring rolls and stuff, and I was having something called com tam. It's basically like broken rice. Okay, all the Vietnamese people who are watching those, I think they know what I'm
I
talking
think
about.
you probably butchered the pronunciation too.
1000%. But I had a great time. So yeah.
Wow, cool. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Until you leave again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cornering the market. All right.
Cornering the market.
There's been a
Cha-ching?
lot.
Okay, whatever.
There's been a lot of changes, so we have to talk about cornering the market. Cha-ching. There you go.
Cornering the market with Mark from Solar Games.
So, cornering the market is going to be really interesting this week because of, obviously we have our seasonal rotational ban list that's coming out, and of course there's new set coming as well. So on my buy list right now is a card. I'm actually a little bit, I don't know, reserved or I feel bad about putting this card even on the buy list right now. The card is Scarlet Tassel. It's very scary to put this because the price I would say is like, I don't really know what the correct price of this card should be. This card just feels like it's really important to have with Dante. So I'll kind of explain this way, right? So a lot of times Exia cards or Exia champions usually need another regalia to kind of like stay alive or like extend their life a little bit more. One of the challenges you have is what happens when they blow up that regalia. Now you're back to where you were before, or you're like basically gonna die. With a Scarlet Tassel, you can really protect the piece that's keeping you alive. The challenge here is this. This card literally has 0 listings on TCG Player.
Bro, this is an A and B alter card.
I know.
There's like 2 copies of it that exist.
How are people
in this
supposed
world.
to take your advice and actually purchase the card?
Go to your locals.
Ask them to
Wait,
buy
this is
in
not the
bulk.
part. This is not the part where you come in like
And
that's
trade.
where I got you covered with
No.
my special
Guess
sale.
how
on
many
Scarlet
copies of
Tassel.
Tassel I have?
You can't get-
0. All right,
you don't
we're all
have it
gonna
either.
buy-
Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
No, I think maybe this is a way for like, I don't know, stores to buy more and open more MB, but man, this card is really hard to get. That's the other thing. So my fear right now is like whatever price you can get it, let's say $30, probably just like pick up one. I don't know. I think it's kind of good. I guess the argument would be that it's maybe it's like the second regalia. I still have to get whatever I need first and then get this one out to link it. So maybe it's not necessary. I don't know yet, but
I mean,
it's
people say you basically play this with QSG.
okay.
And then in response to them trying to mess with your weapons
You
or
QSG,
your
yeah.
or your breastplate or whatever broken regalia that Dante is
could
probably
have.
going to have,
Right.
then you whip this out to protect it. Scarlet Tassel has regalia link. You could pay to rest it to
Yep.
give a linked regalia Omni Shroud, which is quite good.
Quite good, yeah.
But if they can't obtain it, I don't know. Maybe the buy is like buy AMB altar or something like that.
I think it's kind of like buy it once you see the card, because I do think like there will be more coming to the market. I was actually really surprised when I did research for this card that it doesn't exist.
Interesting.
You're surprised?
This is
when
just the
no
first
one
one.
opened AMB altar
This
except for
this is okay. So this is
you?
like keep your eyes open for this
Yes.
card.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A little bit
A
different.
little
than-
different from our. That's why I was a little bit, reserved about putting this card there. All right,
Interesting.
Buy
okay.
if you can.
let's go to the sell section. Sell section. Okay, another card is coming back to the sell section. I think we talked about this before. Backup charger.
No.
So I remember a couple months ago when basically I think backup charger was around like $20, and I was like, hey guys, like everybody who don't have one should buy one. Yeah, this card is now $62.
Oy.
Even though we effectively have backup charger-esque cards in almost for many different decks. If you're on a budget, like your Tengu totally works or the Scepter totally works.
Dummy
The
train.
problem is the backup charger has proven itself. It's kind of like the best in slot for that card.
it's by far the best version of that card.
So that's the challenge right now, which is also why it's pushing this card back up in price. The reason I'm putting this in the sell slot though is because I have a prediction, and I could be wrong here, but I feel like given what I've seen with the previews, and I don't know, man, guys, look at PRD. It's like a bunch of electricity. You got like energy,
Automatons.
automatons, cards that care about power cells again.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think backup charger is going to get a reprint in PRD.
Ooh,
that's my
a
prediction.
Bold claim.
I don't know.
This is straight up a hard call. Like,
I don't know. But at the same time, though, like I'll put it this way, right? So let's say it doesn't get a reprint. The fact that this card is now going to push 60, let's say it doesn't get a reprint, push it up to what, 90? What happened the last time that regalias got that expensive? You saw reprints coming right away. So maybe not this set, maybe the next set. I was actually surprised that SP4 didn't have backup chargers, which hinted maybe there's a different product that's going to push it. So that's why I was like betting on PRD. So I don't know if I'm right, but I kind of have a feeling. So if you have a feeling too,
I think it does feel like the right time.
yeah.
yeah.
We haven't
But,
seen a reprint.
Investment always comes with risk. And if they don't reprint this, maybe it'll shoot to $100. So who knows? Yeah.
Oh,
Send your
God.
angry email to Fome.
What the? I'm not the one telling people to sell.
All right, so that's the sell. The hold is also very hopefully interesting one. I think I've seen a lot of people teeter on both sides, right? I've seen people like literally come to me and try to sell me all of their Seiryu cards, basically.
Uh-huh.
I've also seen people saying like, you know what, this card is like not banned right now, so it doesn't matter. The card I'm talking about is Auspicious Manifestation. This card is currently at $65. I don't know. My thinking is, okay, like everyone said, this card is absolutely played in Win Seiryu. Literally, Seiryu is banned. So why would you hold this card? Well, Goja has 3 other Shenjus. I know they're not as played as frequently. I know they're not using Auspicious Manifestations everywhere. I've seen them a little bit in Genbu, a little bit in Suzaku. I'm not sure if it's working out, but I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna hold it and see. I think for this card, given the population, if any deck does call for this card, this could be a card that's gonna keep its price. So
I think it makes sense to hold it.
Yeah.
Because it's not even a permanent ban.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a guaranteed unban. In the worst case scenario, you keep your Auspicious Manifestation. In 3 to 4 months, you get to play it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all I have for cornering the market for this week.
Well, thanks,
Okay,
Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Some
Alright.
interesting ones this time.
Different ones. Yeah. on to our main topics of the show. We're going to kick it off with our PRD predictions.
What do we think is going to happen in the next set?
What are we going to think?
In the meta, in the lore, anything.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah.
My first prediction is that there will not be a Lorraine 4.
Oh, duh. You mean the
but
same
so-
way there's a new Dante 4?
There is a Dante 4, yes, but there will not be a Lorraine 4.
And you're also saying that Lorraine will not win Worlds.
Ooh.
Is that's your prediction, right?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Right.
I like what you're doing. No, in PRD, I'm saying there's no Lorraine 4.
Well-
But we already have a Lorraine 4 somewhere else. In fact, I don't know if I can do this prediction like long term, and I'll definitely be wrong because eventually, right? But I think, in fact, in the near future, we'll never see a non-Exia level 4 champion.
Have all
Bibu.
level 4s
Bibu was
in
an Exia.
Exia?
right.
Interesting.
That's right.
Oh, that's
Something special
true.
about Exia. Exia's not
Oh, I
got
didn't realize
two
that. Lubu is also
two
Exia.
level 4s, but no one else has a level 4
When you
except
get that-
obviously
when you
World
get
You
that-
have these
Champions.
like side levels, like alternate level 3s, but the only level 4s are both Exia.
That's right.
Okay, I could get behind that.
That might be something
Oh,
really.
I was
Exia.
about to like say this is a garbage prediction until
Yeah.
you brought up the Lubu thing.
But see, like I'm gonna be eventually be wrong. You know this is gonna be true,
Eventually,
right?
yeah.
But like, for how long? Maybe I can last for like 3 years on this one.
Okay.
I think at least a few years, yeah. I would thumbs up.
And so a little bit of a mechanical prediction, but also like kind of like a lore flavor prediction.
I think it's the flavor predictions.
Yeah,
where I'm going with
I
this
can
one.
get behind this. I think that's a thumbs up for me.
Ooh,
I think-
unanimous.
Already,
Yeah,
okay.
I think
Alright,
you're right. There
alright.
will probably be no other. Or maybe all the level 4s are Exia.
Like, yeah, maybe. Eva, do you have one you want to share?
Sure. So my prediction is Dante is gonna be the next big bad everyone will complain about in PRD.
So you mean
Meta-wise.
specifically gameplay wise,
Oh, I was gonna say
not lore,
Merlin.
not really
Wait,
villain
both.
in the.
Oh.
But both. Both.
No,
yes.
no.
No?
I think he's the main character. Lore-wise, I think he's the main character.
MC.
No, but
But-
Eva's talking about meta wise.
I'm talking
Meta-wise,
meta. He's gonna be
okay.
the big bad everyone will
Big
complain
bad.
about.
Okay.
Thoughts? He seems very strong. All of his cards so far are just like, huh.
Okay, we have Luxem in the top. We've had the Crux, of course. Arcane, yes, for a little bit. I feel like Exia really never was the top meta, right?
It's always been kind of like B tier.
So maybe this
or
is your
C tier.
like guaranteed Exia top tier.
I think it's time.
And make it really easy.
I don't know if it's gonna be top, but it's definitely gonna be more prominent than like when Jin was around.
Yeah.
Or Jin was introduced.
Yeah.
It's not gonna play like second fiddle or be a dark horse anymore. It'll be like a mainline
Interesting.
popular deck. But the big bad that everyone complains about,
I don't have a strong enough conviction that Dante's gonna be the big bad for the set, so I will have to decline.
Oh, sorry.
Decline.
No.
in the meta, but maybe not the big bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll
I think
see.
I think in the meta, it's definitely possible. Yeah.
Fome, what's your prediction?
Okay, so my first prediction is we have not seen the end of Wind Wake Up after banning Ranger Strides. In fact, it's going to come back stronger than ever in the form of the Veltec Wind Wake Up deck. And it's going to be turn 2ing people all over again, and people will be asking for bans.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting.
What
It's
cards have we
interesting.
seen? What cards have we seen so far that support that?
I think there's different ways you could build it,
Yeah.
but we have Camille, one of the unique allies that really likes to get suited up, and then once she has 3 more of
Draws
the
a card,
Veltec cards, she draws on attack, and then it's very resilient to removal because if she leaves, all those Veltec items actually go right back into your
That's
memory.
nice. Yeah.
And then that combined with protection from both the bike, that's one of the new Veltec items.
Yep.
Basically gives your allies the equivalent of Ward 3. In Magic, it's called
Yeah.
Ward, but it's like if you try to target it, you have to pay 3 more in order to do so, making it really hard to remove.
And it's fast speed too.
It's fast speed.
So
you do it in response to
yeah.
their removal. You put the bike on your ally, and they can't remove it anymore unless they pay another 3. There is also I call it the Veltec Nikes. That card I think is really good.
Okay.
It's called Stride Tech W. You put them on a linked ally. On enter, you draw a card, and then at some later point, I think you pay 1 and to bounce that ally back to your hand. it's essentially reclaim, but on a Veltec item. And instead of becoming floating memory, it drew a card.
Oh, okay.
So it has a little bit of built-in protection there.
That sounds like a lot.
Right. So you
Sounds
can
like a lot of
suit
things.
up your Camille.
Yep.
Or maybe you can suit up your Cheshire Cat because it's got Stealth Spell Shroud. It's going to be hard to remove anyway. And then you're going to put the bike on it to be like even harder for them to remove. So now they can't even like use skills to remove it. They're going to get really buffed from all the Veltec cards. They're going to attack swinging. You're going to wake up. You're going to kill them. Turn 2. That is my prediction for PRD.
But it does suck.
I feel like you have to play a bunch of different cards to like attach all these accessories and shoes and whatnot to like power up the ally. It doesn't come in with much power.
Yep. Remember, Fome is a scammer, so every time he does this, he's always like, actually, I didn't think that was good either. But
Whereas Ranger Strides is like literally one card.
One card.
I play a deck where I try to put 4 curses on my thing and then kill you.
We understand.
So
We
There's no
understand
way
that.
to interact with curses.
Yeah. Okay.
this is the new curse breaker.
All right. With that logic, definitely, it's definitely no. It's definitely no.
No, guys.
All right, Mark.
I'm saying no as well,
Ooh.
but only because my prediction directly interacts with this, which is
Okay.
Veltec's gonna be bad.
What?
In fact,
Agree.
But
I'm
the
kidding, I'm kidding, I don't know.
Nikes. The Nikes.
No, the Nikes are good. Yeah.
I mean, you got a nod Nikes, right?
Okay.
But you can put you can put on your Nikes. You can get your shiesties on. You can get your blade on. You can get your cookware on. The challenge is now you're attaching a bunch of stuff to one ally, and you're just like, okay, cool. I'm about to go 4 for 1.
One dream
But
fairy.
Camille gets them all back.
Yeah, no, that part's nice.
You gotta have Camille. You gotta have all this other stuff. I mean,
You
you're
have to
you're,
replay
you're
all
literally
the-
saying like, hey guys, look, if I have all the cards on the field, okay, in the right order, and I have all the cards in my hand, and I have cost to pay for memory, yeah, so this kind of is great. I'm like, yes, that's true for every
Put
deck.
it on the Cheshire Cat.
Okay, if all of Veltec is 0 cost, then maybe, but
You'll see what I'm talking about.
you'll see.
There's
I don't
there's
know.
some ways they can cheat out, but I'm still thinking like the problem with like I've seen too much of this in Magic, where it's like I look at equipments, I'm like, oh, they're so good, just attach them on, look how amazing. In Magic, you don't even lose the item, and those decks are bad. So in this game, you will lose the ally link item when the ally dies, right? This can't be good.
Sorry, I have to rebut
This can't be
Mark's
good.
rebuttal.
This can't be good.
I have to rebut Mark's rebuttal with my other prediction. Can I please just go to my next prediction?
That's not how
Okay,
this
so
game works.
I'm gonna burp this your prediction and go to my next prediction. Okay, and my next prediction is that the new Divine Relic is broken.
Broken.
Yeah, it's gonna be like top 3 best Divine Relics.
Oh, like a Veltec Divine.
Yeah.
Relic.
The gateway key. The Veltec Presidential card. It makes all your Veltec cards cost 1 less. Okay, and then it has this other ability where when you're paying for a Veltec Regalia, you may banish this card to pay for 1 of it. So like, Eva, your new sword, I believe is a Veltec Regalia, correct?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
sheesh.
It is.
Wait, it comes in free?
It comes
Correct.
Well, it comes in
Or
free.
sorry,
yeah.
you can pay for it with this. Oh,
It's free.
sheesh.
It's free,
For-
and
for-
then you just
Wait,
for
okay,
free.
Veltec is so back.
Okay, so
Suddenly, I love Veltec.
Okay, not only is it reducing the cost of all your cards you're playing from your hand,
Yeah.
but at any time when you have 6 static counters, you sack this, bring in that busted new sword, UR sword you got for free. Also, look at this ability. Veltec cards activate cost 1 less. There's no other card in the game that has an equivalent effect like this that has this much cost reduction for anything. I think the closest one is like Ticket to the Afterlife, which is like your Spectre cards,
Yeah.
abilities cost like 1 less,
Yeah.
and your like ephemerate cost 1 less from your grave.
Yeah.
But this is everything.
Yeah.
So all the 1 cost Veltec items are 0. All your Veltec allies that are 3 are cost 2. You can literally turn 1, Camille, put every Veltec card on it, pass. Or I could Cheshire Cat, put all my Veltec stuff on it, pass. You're dead next turn, right? Well, not turn 1, turn 2, because I have to first get this card.
smoke out.
No,
Dead eye sides.
okay, but I have the bike. Okay. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Whose prediction are we even on anymore?
This is
What are we-
Fome. So I countered Fome's prediction on
And
Valtech.
I'm countering your
And
counter.
he's countering my counter by saying Valtech is back because Valtech's
okay.
Divine is so good.
Oh, okay. Well, I like Veltech now, so.
Interesting. I guess if I like this prediction, I have to like his.
You have to like both of my predictions.
It's like.
But okay, you can say that this Divine Relic is
Yeah.
awesome, but not necessarily think that when Wake Up Valtech is a good deck.
I do
different
think
things.
this Divine Relic is pretty awesome. There's an avenue I can see where this could be interesting, and someone will try it before they find out it sucks.
You guys are just haters.
No, it's just me. Don't bring Eva into this.
I like
She's
Veltech.
super.
Okay.
I like
Mark
it.
is a hater. Mark has no imagination.
All right, Eva, do you have a prediction for us?
Oh,
That's not about Valtech. Hopefully.
God. Are we moving on? What the?
Yeah.
All right, my next prediction is going kind of a different direction here. The character Virgil, I think, is very dead and will show up as a ghost ally in the set after PRD, not in PRD.
Ephemerate?
Maybe, Scepter.
So
Spectre.
Ghost is back. There's going to be more like ghost support.
And what if he's the guide for the next set?
Oh.
Because you know how the character Virgil guided Dante through the afterlife in Dante's Inferno?
Oh, interesting.
What if he's the dungeon guide and academy guide? He's the new equivalent of a guide. Wouldn't that be really interesting?
What if you get a unique ally guide?
Yes. That's
Wait,
what I'm
a
saying.
unique guide?
That's what I'm saying.
That's so interesting.
Incorrect answer.
Hello from the future. After our filming, Virgil was revealed as an ally in PRD, so this prediction is already wrong. But, I'm holding on to the part of my prediction that we'll still see a version of Virgil that is his soul in the form of some ghost, because the current Virgil we have is him turned into a soulless automaton. Alright, let's just move on to the next prediction.
I do have another one.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of still related to like Valtech, but not.
Oh,
not-
we're going back to that.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah,
No. Separate. So like, remember how I said like, okay, I think Valtech has like, I can see a line, and that line is fire aggro. I think fire aggro is super back.
The
next-
food stuff? Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was looking at like, okay, so we're gonna have food fight. People will be like slinging food for 4 damage, and then slinging their weapons afterwards for 4 damage.
Looks crazy.
Well, there was one card, I think it's a mage card, right? The Dante card, where it's like deal one damage and 1 damage again.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then if you have like, I think it's level 5 plus, deal it 2 more times. So it'd be like 1. But there are ways to like amplify the damage.
It's like the Vegeta multi-shot. It's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think next set, right? Not only is fire aggro back, I think we're gonna have a fire mage aggro.
Cool.
That's not like erupting.
That's not erupting. It's gonna be like literally micro damage, death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, I mean, having an extra blazing throw is always strong. Definitely can see this deck coming together. So yeah,
But I see a lot of really, really good fire cards so far. So I think fire
for
aggro.
sure. And there was some like good stuff with like low influence things too. So like a lot of decks that incentivize you to like basically throw your hand out at your opponent.
That's where the Valtech will come in, because there's a bunch of like Valtech like chef knives and like weapons like.
Okay,
So that's where I
you're
think-
like wind Veltec no, fire Veltec yes.
I guess
that's
maybe
exactly
that's what I was
what you're
trying to say,
saying.
but
Like,
yeah,
like that's basically what
Did I
you're
just
saying.
say yes to Val? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's I can see angle. I can see angle there. Anyways, that's my prediction.
Yeah, I
What do you
guess,
guys think?
and that divine relic maybe even better with the fire version, because now you're like
You really
just
don't.
like,
You don't
Oh,
have the
God.
hand size to
Yeah.
do that.
This
Yeah.
machine gun, all this
Yeah.
like kitchenware at me.
yeah, like
Okay.
a super food fight. Yeah,
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially at the beginning of the meta, I can totally see fire aggro being very relevant.
Pretty much always happens at the beginning
I
of
know,
every
yeah.
meta, right? Yeah.
But especially with these spoilers, because they're like really flavorful and fun as well.
Yes.
People want to play them.
Yes, you want to
People
be
wanna
cooking
try
up a
it.
storm. That's
Cooking.
right.
All right. Agreed.
Agreed.
Nice.
All
Okay.
right. So my last prediction is, I think everyone is already talking about this. Burst Asunder banned, replaced by Anian Cryo Salvo.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're never gonna guess, but I almost made this my last prediction too, but last minute changed it to something else.
So I'm gonna assume agree.
I think everyone can see the writing on the wall. That
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
gave so much new fractal support for some reason,
Yeah.
and made like a functional nerf version of Burst Asunder,
Yep.
Yep.
as if they're like telegraphing that they're gonna ban Burst
coming.
Asunder.
It's coming.
You think so too,
I
Mark?
would agree.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun,
I feel it. I
dun,
feel it too.
dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Maybe we should have put fractals on yourself for cornering the market. Zhang Jiao is now.
No. There's a new 1-cost fractal. They're still in.
You can still play Zhang Jiao.
Yeah, I
Zhang
guess
Jiao doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah.
care about burst asunder.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, like is it gonna be like as soon as PRD's released? You think it's gonna be mid-season and on release basically?
Yes, because when I have to keep looking at things, Anian Cryo Salvo comes out.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to be here for both of those in the same deck.
Yeah, that's two of them. Yeah.
I think it could be like Cat 2 first, personally, but it's hard to say. Usually, when they have this intention to pre-ban something, they've like been very forthcoming.
Category
about it.
1.
That's true.
Category 2. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that gives me pause. I think it will be on one of those categories for sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be straight banned.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. Last prediction.
Okay, this is also banning related. I think they're going to unban Carp Song.
Oh.
Carp Song Code. Heck no. Don't do that.
Dude,
No.
the Aetherwing without Ranger Strides is so tame. Carp Song is just like a spicy alternate like spell damage, even though it's not a spell.
Yeah.
Like,
Yuck. It's just like, oh, suddenly I took 6 to the face. But I wasn't the reasoning behind banning it was that they didn't want to split up the like different ways that Diana could win. So that you had to prepare for both the non-combat damage and all the combat damage.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was also that I feel like the way it splits up its damage is it goes tall, it goes wide, and then it does non-combat. Now it can't really go tall anymore. It can kind of
What if Veltec?
Veltec.
What if
I don't.
Veltec
Aetherwing Diana?
strides.
Veltec.
I think that doesn't work in that deck because you need a certain like critical mass of Aether charges.
Yeah.
I just feel like the deck lost so much of its like go tall punch that maybe it could use Carp Song. It'd probably be fine.
I'm gonna say no just to manifest.
Oh,
Please,
okay.
please.
I think it's a no. I think it's too recent. Maybe eventually. We probably have to see Aetherwing fall so flat, right, on the meta. Like
Right.
what happened to Slime to say, okay, fine.
Fine, we'll give you
We're
something.
probably fine. And by the way, we're about to ban another Slime anyway. So yeah, you get something back, but we're gonna take something away. Whereas I feel like if you just do that, Aetherwing's gonna shoot right back up, probably. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, those are our predictions. I think there were some really interesting ones in there. And we're going to move on to our next topic, which is about seasonal ban lists, which we've been referencing all episode, but we haven't really talked about it. So, Fome, our ban list expert, tell us about seasonal ban list.
Well, I was already thinking of like talking about this meta topic on one of our episodes, like a deep dive on like what makes a good meta, what makes a stale meta.
Yeah.
And then they did this thing with the seasonal ban list,
Yeah.
almost exactly as if they're like answering everybody's prayers about like, oh, this meta is getting so stale. And I really think it invites a deeper conversation into like, what are the characteristics of a good meta?
Yeah.
And does GA have those characteristics? So the seasonal ban list, basically this is gonna be for a set launch, starting with PRD. They're gonna select maybe 2 to 3 cards that they're gonna say are banned for the season. None of the cards on the seasonal ban list will be banned for more than one season consecutively.
Yes.
So that means if something's banned in this season, immediately it gets unbanned in the next season. If it still becomes a problem, maybe they can deal with it using their standard category 1, 2, 3 banning system. But it's really just like a way to spice up the meta, like kind of have like a mini rotation, but not like such a hard rotation that people feel like, oh, I can't play with my favorite deck anymore ever. You're gonna have to take a break with it, but you're gonna be able to play with it eventually. That's basically what it is. But more so, I want to just focus on like meta in general in GA. What do we think about it? I wanted to try a little exercise. I've tried to distill like all my thoughts about what makes a great meta down into a few categories. And maybe this is like a good discussion we can have together on what we think, what GA does well, maybe GA could do better on, and what the seasonal ban list addresses and doesn't address.
Yep.
All right, so the categories that I've come up with that makes a good meta are balance,
Okay.
variance, agency, and I'm gonna call the last one expression. And this is kind of like a personal way that I've categorized these, and there's a lot of different ways that people can imagine it. Everybody has their own opinions, and this is just our own subjective take on this. So we can just kind of go one by one and just dive right in.
Sure.
So the first category, Balance.
Balance.
Okay, so balance, I'm going to define this pretty narrowly because I think a lot of people combine balance together with deck diversity, but I think balance really stands out as its own. And I think balance means that of the existing archetypes, the champions, the elements, no one particular one of those things has a higher win rate or is substantially more represented than any of the other ones. So that's like, say, fire is 50% of the meta or water is 50% of the meta, whereas the other ones are like barely represented. Then you would say that's not a good balanced meta.
A good balance, yeah.
I will say though, a game can be perfectly balanced, but not necessarily diverse or fun.
Yeah.
For example, chess is perfectly balanced, but the two sides do the exact same things. So it's not diverse.
Same tools.
Right? Rock, paper, scissors is perfectly balanced. There's 3 factions that win 30% of the 33% of the time, but there's no agency there. So balance alone cannot account for a good meta, right?
That's a good point because I remember watching Kagegurui, and then they had to like literally invent a modified version of rock paper scissors to play, and it's like way more interesting because of
the
it.
mind games and stuff.
Have you guys seen this anime?
I have heard of Kagegurui,
Okay.
but I have not.
Basically,
actually
like
watched
it's
it.
rock paper scissors, right?
Yeah.
But you have to like people vote on what's available to play. So everyone like drafts basically draws like a picture. They throw it into a box. You then draw cards out, and then you play the cards that you have. But there are now maybe potentially like no rocks,
Oh, interesting.
and you draw the paper. You're like, F.
That's a more interesting version
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
But that kind of gets to the idea of asymmetric balance, which I think a lot of, particularly video games, try to achieve. For example, like StarCraft. There are 3 different factions.
Yes,
They play very differently.
yes,
But they're still trying to balance those 3 together.
Yeah.
Because if they all play the same, people get bored of it.
Yep.
So let's apply that to Grand Archive right now. Just purely in terms of balance, is the current meta doing a good job?
I'd say I think the current meta that we're in, like the previous season, is fairly decently balanced. There's 4 different decks that are all considered strong. There's none of them that is considered to be like, the king, the tier 0. There's no tier 0, I think. But maybe the other categories that we're about to talk about are more of the problem here with the current meta.
yeah. Or maybe another way to think about balance is, in StarCraft, there's 3 factions, right? So yeah, they're balanced as in like you see representation by all 3 factions. In Grand Archive, there may be 20 factions. And so it may be imbalanced even if we have 4 decks, when maybe the goal is to have 20 decks or 20 factions all being represented. That's where it gets a little tricky because like there are players out there who are like, this deck is never really gonna like be the top dog or whatever. And then I wish there was more cards that would support my meta. Right?
Yeah.
So
It
there's
might
a
be-
little bit that lack of balance there. Is that achievable? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure a 20 deck meta is fun, to be honest. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what we also have to think about from a creator perspective. They obviously built that archetype, so they wish somebody to like want to play it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think, both you and Eva are touching on, I think the balance portion of this is probably fine, but people still are complaining maybe about some of these other aspects that are outside of strictly balance. So the next category, I'm going to call it variance, but this is also described in different ways. It's diversity, it's replayability, it's a little bit of RNG also.
Yep.
But variance is when I sit down and play a game, I'm not just saying the same thing over and over and over again. And that can come in terms of I'm not seeing the same deck playing against the same deck every time. Or when I play against that deck, I'm not seeing the exact same lines every game.
Yeah.
Or I'm not seeing exactly the same card played every game. So one of the things that people often complain about right now is like, wow, Seiryu has been like dominant in the meta for what seems like a really long time. And not only is that deck very prevalent, so you're going to encounter it a lot, but the deck is so consistent, you're gonna be basically facing the same game plan every time you go up against it.
Yeah.
Of course, there were different versions of Seiryu. There was like influence building Seiryu or turbo Seiryu, but I'm gonna compare that deck to maybe a similar combo deck in Magic the Gathering that some people might be familiar with called Splinter Twin.
Yes.
So Splinter Twin is basically a creature-based combo deck, which basically controls the board, and then when the coast is clear, you play one creature, you play another card that interacts with that creature to basically create infinite damage. Yep. Seiryu, I feel like, plays very similarly. Only the difference is you always have access to that creature that says, in 3 turns, this is going to come onto the board, no matter what.
Yep. It probably also makes it so that the deck building, it makes it probably a lot more consistent too, because you're given half of it, you're going to build your deck literally the same way.
Exactly.
There's probably not a lot of variances of Seiryu because of this.
You free up the rest of your deck to build around that guaranteed combo piece. Right. For example, you don't have to put cards in to find that particular combo piece. Right. You know it's always going to be there.
You're talking about when you level up to Guoja 1 and you can get your Fate Stone right away.
Exactly.
Like another way to put it, this is sometimes, you see decks have alternate win cons. Well, if you're guaranteed one of your win cons for sure, you don't really need an alternate win con, because you're just going to make sure your guaranteed win con is going to go through.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus like, if I don't know, what if I don't draw my primary win con? I have to go for my secondary. That's why you even need an alternate win con. So a deck is more varied because of that.
Yeah.
And also the way that the Seiryu even like transforms, like, because you have to build up the quest counters to do it.
Yeah.
The way you gain the quest counters is also very consistent. You just level up each turn or level up forcibly even faster than that.
Yeah, it's like part of the game mechanics naturally feed into just flipping this dragon, that all the actions you were already going to take anyway. So I guess that's what I want to just package in under this umbrella of variance. But the interesting thing about variance is that you can't go too far in the variance direction without going in direct opposition of the next important part of a good meta, which is agency. So agency is when the player sits down and decides, hey, I'm going to play this turn 1, or I'm going to leave up my hand in case you do this. Their decisions actually made a difference in the outcome of the game. They're not just like ignoring their opponent and just doing whatever. They want to feel like they're outsmarting their opponent. There are a lot of games that have high agency, but maybe don't necessarily have what you would consider a good meta. For example, they have no diversity. Like chess is a game of pure agency, right? It's you got the same pieces as your opponent, and it's solely based on who has
superior move.
The superior move is the bigger brain.
Zero RNG.
So you're saying higher variance means lower agency and vice versa, right? They're
directly opposed to each other.
Okay.
And it's the job of the developers to like find that very precarious balance between these two disparate aspects of meta.
Yeah.
And they kind of almost appeal to very different people as well. A highly competitive player, for example, they want to have total control over what happens. They want to have consistency. I've played 100 games in practice, and I want, when I go to the tournament, that exact same thing to happen. But from a casual player, that was like, I've seen this play out 100 times. I'm so sick of this. Show me something different. This is not fun.
Yep.
And I think having to decide, which of these audiences do you appeal to is oftentimes a very difficult job for a game developer.
Yeah, or how do you appeal to all of them?
How do you appeal to all of them? Yeah.
Like, you need some RNG, but not too much RNG. But GA is such a high skill expressive game.
Yeah, I agree.
Every single little micro decision you make could make a huge difference, which is of course why a lot of people love this game.
Totally. I think it's because it has developed that reputation, in the cases where your decision didn't matter, it feels even worse.
Yes.
It feels like you're getting slapped in the face. Like it feels so unfair, right?
Yeah. I do actually think that agency is probably, out of the 4 categories that we've come up with today, probably the most important one to at least the people who are expressing their opinion about GA.
Totally.
Historically, I think decks that have been hated the most have been the ones that people perceive as having high win rates, even though they're maybe more beginner friendly, maybe have less crucial decisions. Like for example, Tristan is a deck that people consider very difficult to pilot because you make one wrong decision and you might just lose the game pretty much, right?
Totally.
But then other decks like Slimes and recently Seiryu feel maybe unfair to play against because they don't have to make as many crucial decisions to have good outcomes.
Yeah, totally. I mean, and we're not saying that those are not big brain decks.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because at the highest level, in these games, there's always a lot of complex mental calculations that you have to
Minute
make.
adjustments.
Minute adjustments.
Exactly. For that, I would say that all these decks have a very high skill ceiling. But maybe the skill floor for some of them, because they're like just like easier to start piloting than if you're new to the game or haven't learned the lines yet. Just if the skill floor is lower, that could create the perception of unfairness.
Yeah, and that's by design, because you need some decks that are very like welcoming to new players, just like you said.
And they have to be able to like basically very easily pilot the deck to a point where they can actually win, because you want to see the success. Like, I think one of the principles of game design is, at the end of a game, you ask the player that just try this new game, do you want to play again? And if their answer is basically anything but heck yes, you should really rethink like whether your game has some draw, right? So you want to be able to have, like, especially for the introductory products or something, to bring somebody into the game that they're not feeling dejected after every game because they're losing all the time.
Totally.
Before they like get big brain, get really skilled to actually start enjoying the game. So that's why I think that you're right. I think agency is a really interesting one.
Yeah, and even pro players I've heard say, without the chance for a beginner to be able to beat a pro, you have no game. If your game does not appeal to casuals to some level, you have no game.
Interesting.
I think a lot of people approach trading card games because of that. There is the variants, the RNG elements that make it a little bit more approachable. That helps them to get into the game where they can learn to be better players and make those micro adjustments, and then maybe they'll turn into other players at the end of their journey.
Yeah. So one aspect of agency I want to dive into a little bit is this idea of interaction or interactivity.
Yeah.
Which is when my opponent does something, is there a counter plan that I could come up with to stop them from doing it?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the feels bads is when you have no ability to deal with your opponent's things.
Yes, please check out Go the Distance on TalkGA channel.
Now I'm going distant.
Wind Wake Up, I think is like kind of an example of that because it wins so quickly.
Yes.
You feel like, let's say you're on the draw and the Wind Wake Up player is on the play.
Yep.
You literally take your turn, and if you don't have interaction in your opening hand, you just lose on the spot.
Yep.
So like you not only made no decisions, you were not even given a turn to make a decision.
That's right.
I mean, if you really drill down into it, maybe that says something about your deck building. Maybe you just didn't build the deck the right way.
You should have added more interactive pieces.
Maybe you
or,
should
like,
have
counters,
maybe you should have been a little less greedy about that.
That's a whole other thing
whole other thing for sure. But that's only one particular example where someone might feel like they're robbed of their agency. Yeah,
I do hate that. I think one major thing that kind of tilts me is one-turn kills.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when they feel not particularly earned. And I think this is probably why they temp banned Ablation, Baleful Ablation. I recently played against that at locals and I was like, this should be banned. It's like CL, it takes little setup. CL risks nothing. CL also has 30 life. He's not dying. It only takes like one card, a 1/3 cost fast speed card for him to deal 15 damage to me. It's a fast speed, so he can do pre-recollection, recollect, turn it into an omen, and then still in his end phase, swap the omen, play it again. I just took 30 damage in one turn.
wipe your board.
Yeah.
And then you're like, negate. Nope.
Nope.
Actually, full awakening. You can't negate it.
Nope.
That's a great example because it's like
crazy.
Yeah, it literally is like so consistent because of like the number of 15 drops that they've printed at this point.
Yeah.
And they printed a card that says you're not allowed to interact with me. Like literally, you can't interact with me.
Yeah, and I don't want to make the Ablation players feel bad about this.
Yeah.
It's not your fault that they printed this card. You're allowed to play it.
It is very interesting that Ablation is like one of the few cards that deal so much damage without effectively losing the engine that gave you that damage. So think like Burst Asunder, right? You can do the same thing, but you're going to lose it if you
lose all your
up.
fractals.
Let's say that you Burst Asunder, like, okay, cool, Veiling for like whatever, right? 3.
Well, they're just not going to sack their fractals.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not cost.
I mean, it's one of those things where I'm just, okay, the bad example, but I mean.
No, the example you should use is my Curse Breaker deck, which is like, I'm gonna go for it, and if I don't get this attack through, I lose the game.
Yes.
Like
a Resolute Stand might like screw up your numbers just enough that you're like one short.
Oh, it won't. I will still kill through you.
Fair.
Resolute.
Let's just say, okay, like two Resolute Stands might screw up your numbers so bad.
I have lost a double Resolute before.
Right, that you're like,
crazy.
oh crap, like all of my buildup is null. But Baleful is like, okay, that's fine. I omen because it's just in graveyard and then do it again. Yeah, so I think you're right. That's really interesting. I never thought about Baleful in that perspective. Yeah, Oblation.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is, though, I know a lot of people that really love playing Oblation.
Yeah.
It's strong. They
Hard to deal
feel
with.
powerful when they play it.
Yeah.
And that actually gets to the last pillar of what I consider good meta, which is something might not necessarily provide good agency. It might not be super balanced, but it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. And this is like
Fun is
what
good.
some of the intangible aspects of the meta. And I want to call this more like expression, not just pure fun, because it's like the players getting to live their dream, basically. I call this expression when both players sit down at the table and after the game, they like, I got to do my thing. I felt powerful. Even though you beat me, I don't feel like you stopped me from doing all my stuff. And I think a card that really like embodies this idea is Rile the Abyss.
Totally.
Yeah, because so many people seem to have told me like, can they please unban Rile the Abyss? Even though they forget that when it was allowed in the meta, it was 50% of the meta.
Y'all had a blast though.
Yeah,
even
but
though
it was so fun.
unbalanced.
It
but
was so fun. You just like draw hella cards.
so unbalanced.
And so this aspect of like, I can find a card or a deck that resonates with me, that resonates with my personality and like makes me like feel badass, I think is also kind of an important aspect of the game. It's also like, I would say a part of brewing philosophy as well.
Yeah.
That you could kind of put together an interesting, unique deck and maybe still win sometimes and not just be laughed out of the room when you walk in with it.
Yes, this is so important to me. I really want to play my pet deck, and I'll expect that I'll probably lose, but hopefully at least it's 2-1, like rather than 2-0.
Right. You have a chance, right? I feel the same with Cursebreaker. It's like, I go on like these websites and it's like less than 1% of people have played this deck, but I like can do okay at store champs. I've like, I can have a positive record. And this is like a really important part of the game for me.
It just sounds like you guys both want to be fire players, actually. So remember, guys, Ryle was really fun because everybody else was playing Ryle. So no one was negating anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You got your Ryle, I got my Ryle.
That's
so
why
high variance.
it is part of why the meta felt really fun. It's just like nobody was stopping you from doing anything.
If it was Ryle against like negates, it's still not that fun.
Yeah.
I feel so offended right now. I Snow Whited the shit out of everyone I could. All y'all Ryle players.
Were you having fun?
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
And for sure, we want to qualify by saying like the expression / quote unquote fun is like the most subjective thing.
Oh, so subjective.
About the meta. Like my fun could be like your worst nightmare.
Exactly.
yes,
What
yes.
if my fun is for you to not play the game?
I know many people that are like that, but I have another kind of like aspect of the meta that it kind of falls under expression, like fun, creativity, but maybe also falls a little bit under variance, which is the comeback factor, which is they print at least some cards that allow a player who's losing on the board to maybe turn the corner and then sneak out a win. And you actually need to have cards like this in a game, because if you don't, then whoever has a slight advantage in the beginning just snowballs for the rest of the game, and essentially the game's already decided, even within the first few turns. Like, I should just concede if you're ahead of me, because there's no way I can come back.
This happens a lot with chess, actually, right? The moment like somebody loses like one knight, it's like the game's over already.
Yeah, I mean, like the top players can, I'm sure, like think of some sneaky way of getting back in.
It's because, well, usually you're facing other top players. What I've seen a lot of games where like literally one of the top players loses, blunders a knight or whatever, and they would just concede instantly.
Yeah.
Because they know at that point, like you're just almost always down one forever, and then like why not just go to the next game, right? Yeah. I agree with you with the comeback, and the comeback is fun. Like it makes the people who are, it gives an out, it gives an option for like maybe newer players to get something that's like, oh, if I draw this one card, this is it. I can defend myself. I can stabilize the game. I can maybe even win the game right now. Complete 180, turn it around.
I still think about that one Young stream match where he calculates and then top decks the heavy swing. That was crazy.
Oh, that's right. You're like, I'm losing.
Game.
I have to do there's only one out I have.
Yeah.
And, he just played towards his outs. So important for a game to be able to have something like that.
Yep. It ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
You can have one life left and it still ain't over.
That's right.
So one other thing I wanted to bring up here with expression is kind of back to deck building. I feel like this game has a lot of silver bullets. And this kind of just inhibits how you can build a deck, especially if you want to perform well against the strong decks. Like, for example, if next set is going to be a Fractals meta, the non-win decks are going to have to go out of their way to play like Fantasia Hate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I, like, as a water deck, I'm not packing any Fantasia Hate. And I kind of hate that I have to divert from my current pet deck game plan to play, expressing my Sleepy Time allies stuff to play anti-Fantasia.
You're being robbed of your expression by the meta. Interesting. It's like sometimes it can be so bad that like cards that you reserve for your sideboard, you have to feel like you're forced to main because like you're definitely gonna face that particular deck.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes think about this too, but sometimes I'm thinking like, man, there's just too many things to sideboard for. So just not gonna sideboard for it. I'm just gonna pick a lane and then go for it and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's such fire player mentality, man.
True.
Yeah.
Like not all of us can win on turn 2.
But you can see like these things are like opposing each other. It's like they're fighting with each other.
Yeah.
So your expression is being fought by the balance of the meta. And the balance of the meta, has to account for a diverse number of decks and champions and elements. And that has to be able to give people the feeling of agency that they can control their destiny, but not so much that it feels like every game plays out exactly the same. So that's like,
Very hard job.
Yeah,
Very
wow,
hard
devs,
job.
you got a pretty difficult job to do there. That's why I always give them a lot of grace when people say like, oh, I can't believe they didn't balance this properly. I'm like, well, balance is just one part of this like equation. You got to account for all of these other factors.
So do you think the seasonal ban list adjusted and is balancing for this?
Well, what is the seasonal ban like primarily focused on among these 4 pillars?
I think it's focused on decreasing agency. It's kind of how I saw it.
Decreasing
agency, right? Like forcing you to literally not pick the decks that are like super more like predictive, right? Deterministic. And then diverting the meta out to something maybe more expressive or maybe more varied is how I'm kind of thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like necessarily is it going after strictly the balance, because I think the game is somewhat balanced.
Yeah.
And I agree. It's like maybe people feel that in certain matchups, they don't have a lot of agency. So maybe the devs want you to try something a little bit less consistent.
Yeah.
I think it's also that there may be some other decks that would be strong in the meta, but nobody even would entertain giving it a chance, because why risk it when the status quo is already like giving results?
Yeah.
It costs money, it costs time.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's a big one.
have tournaments that you have to win with, like cash prizing on the line that you've spent also time traveling for.
Yeah.
It's a really big risk to go off the beaten path. And I feel like the seasonal ban is like the devs being like, all right, you don't have a choice now. You have to go off the beaten path. You have to go explore the new tech.
Yeah. Which is really rough for people who may not own that many cards or like is just starting out with the game. It's so expensive to buy into this game. It's really hard to test that many different decks. Well, you can do it online, I suppose, nowadays. There's a lot more tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still like obtaining the cards is difficult. But yeah, I think the feeling that these decks are so ubiquitous, so consistent, which leads to the feeling that the meta is stale, which is like a big part of, I think, agency and diversity and some expression, is what they're trying to primarily focus on with the seasonal bans.
Yeah. Do you remember like when RDO released, I made a prediction about like rotation coming?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. So when I said that, I kind of felt like this game is already at a point where we have to do something like this to like force the game, if you will, to be fresh. Because like pretty much no game allows you to play every card ever printed forever, right?
Yeah.
Especially if the game is going to continue to have a bigger card pool. Maybe this is an attempt to not follow what every other card game does, which is like lop off the sets in the back and say, hey, your new rotation is this. This is just an attempt and try. And I kind of found it interesting that like if you look at the 3 cards that were hit, they were definitely for the top 3 meta deck as well too. So the ban list is not like Lorraine's gone, Ciel's gone, and Guojia's gone. Instead, it's saying, hey, this one maybe line or element is gone. So you can still play Ciel, but just go a different route, if you will, or Lorraine, different route.
Ciel's totally gonna be fine. I think Lorraine's gonna be totally
Lorraine's
fine.
gonna be fine too. Yeah.
Yeah, you can still play in Soul. Well, you got Pendragon, so that's gonna be great. So yeah, I remember when you were talking about they have to have rotation eventually, and I was like in denial. I'm like, oh no, they don't need rotation.
Please, I was really worried that this was gonna be a set rotation.
Yeah, like
I'm honestly so relieved that it's not a set rotation.
I want to be able to play with my decks forever.
Yeah, like especially for players who've been playing since DOA, I'm like, oh, my DOA cards.
And you will. The whole point of it. So like, remember the Capstone set reprinted a bunch of cards from prior sets. So you will have those cards.
Didn't reprint all of them. Where's my restorative slash?
Yeah. So like, I think.
Sorry, I forgot you actually played that card. Yeah.
I don't play it anymore, but I would love to.
Yeah.
They did print Title Sweep though, so
Fucking
you can try it again.
I'm so mad that they reprinted Title Sweep without like errating it to 5 cost.
I was also worried about rotation, but I think Quarax put this very eloquently in his kind of Squid Longer essay that he wrote in social media, which is like, this is literally the best option they could have taken.
Yes.
That acts like the least painful thing they could have done.
I mean, it's painful. It is painful
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But it's the least
Right?
painful.
They could have done rotation. They could have power creeped, which would artificially force rotation.
Yep.
They could ban a gajillion more cards, I guess, and make them permanent bans.
Yep.
Or they could spin off like a brand new format that's like increasingly small nested subsets of the total set of cards, splintering the community. But yeah, this is very innovative, like a temporary suspension of cards to kind of just see how it plays out.
I agree. I think something like this had to happen, and the permanent ban list was also not a great idea, because here's another problem with the permanent ban list. When that thing is, I don't know, like pages and pages long, and you're a new player, how would you know cards that are literally that you can get in a pack is you cannot play with them? I don't like that as much as like things like rotation, where it's like a little more clean. Like, hey, it's this to this set, everything is playable minus these like 5 cards. Right?
Yeah, that's true. That rotation is clear.
Much cleaner. Yeah.
And also, these decks are expensive. So you ban the deck, it's like all your money down the drain.
Yeah. Okay, but obviously, like this is the best option, and I mean, I think there's gonna be a lot more variety as well, which I'm kind of looking forward to. We're gonna get new champions in PRD. We're also gonna have like some of the old champions kind of take a back seat for a little bit, maybe, or have a divergent route. So it sounds like, Dante's gonna be a terror, and we should just go to Yesa for that.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see
You
how.
guys will regret it.
I don't know.
You will live to regret
You
that.
guys will. I will have my vengeance.
You're gonna die in turn 2 to win Wake Up Veltec
True.
before that even matters.
My bad. That's right. He got the Veltec.
That's right. He's gotta get the Valtech.
All right, let's end this.
all right, guys. Well, that's our show for this this episode. Thank you so much for watching it. And honestly, like, what predictions do you have for PRD? What kind of, meta discussions? Where do we get wrong? What are some other elements of meta that you think the seasonal ban list is there to address? Let us know in the comments below. And that's gonna be our episode. And we are TalkGA. Signing out.
That's right.
Stay classy.
Yep.
Stay classy. Thanks for watching.
Just like
It's also
our
the code.
Omnidex
It's also the
profile.
code.
Yep. Profile.
In case you
code.
haven't hit the code yet, do it
Type that
now.
in.
Stay
Do
classy.
it. Stay classy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Peace. Bye.
And read Quarax's longer.
Read everything.
Google
read
document.
all of
It's really
this.
good. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Check.
Wobble wobble.
Okay, looks. I see
Wobble
waveforms.
wobble. Wobble wobble.
I see waveforms.
Wobble.
All right.
Wobble wobble. I talk like
All right.
this all
Have
the
fun,
time.
guys. This is gonna be great. Spoiler season.
This is Talk-
We're so excited, right?
This is TalkGA.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Hey guys.
Okay.
TalkGA.
TalkGA, episode 28. PRD spoilers. Take 1.